Welcome, Carm Capriato, the Service Aftermarkets Podcast Pioneer, with the gold standard of aftermarket business podcasts. Join me for Aftermarket Insights as we advance the aftermarket. And as always, know that you'll learn just one thing. Find us on your favorite podcast listening app and remarkableresults.biz or on my YouTube channel. Hey, it's Carm back at the Institute Summit, St Petersburg, Florida. Thanks for being here and hanging out with us as we do a whole bunch of really good podcasts. I have a husband and wife team, and I love to interview husband and wife teams. Jeanie and David Light. Hi, guys.
Hi. Great to be here, Carm.
Hey, thank you so much. Lighthouse Auto Repair in Manteo? Manteo. I'm never going to say that right. Manteo, North Carolina. It's the Outer Banks.
Yes. On an island.
On an island. God's country, huh?
Yes, we think so.
Is there enough business on the island?
Oh, yes. Yes.
Did you hear that? Yeah, did you hear that?
Yes.
They were on a podcast with me that I did live from Las Vegas right after Apex 2019. And we pretty much put a call out. It says, anybody wants to come by, we're going to broadcast it live. And you guys showed up, and it was great. Thank you for doing that. And it's been way too long that I've had you on, but now that you're here with us at the Institute, a bunch of great things we're going to come out of this podcast. We're going to talk about the husband and wife relationship because I love to talk about that. And I find out so many interesting things, and so will you. I also want to find out, what did you think of our speaker this morning?
Oh, he was amazing. It was awesome.
Did you walk away with any life-changing ahas?
Oh, more than one. Several, no doubt.
Are you going to, those forms that he gave us in order to be a better person and exercise? Yes.
He made me want to exercise.
See, isn't that interesting? He made you want to because he started to show you that he showed us and explained that we're not getting any younger each and every day, and that we're drinking too much soda, and we're living in a sedentary life.
Yes.
And we have the greatest excuse in the world is I don't have time.
Mm-hmm.
And so we had him in here. We did an episode, so please listen to Chip. It's going to be great. And when we turned off the microphones, we spent another half hour. And I know one thing for sure. Tracy explained to him a couple of her challenges, and he's got an answer for everything. So, yeah, that was great. We're so happy that we got a chance to interview him. Husband and wife, you guys drive into work together?
No.
No. And the smiles and the laughs on your face must mean that it's healthy not to.
Well, we've worked, 31 years together every day. We just have different schedules at work.
I got it. Okay. Yeah. It's not because you both need to recharge on the way home. It's just that you're both living. Obviously, Jeanie, do you work? You don't work full time at the business, do you?
Pretty much.
Oh, okay.
Pretty much, yeah. But I'll come in at 8:30. I don't have to be there early, and I may leave at 4 sometimes. I may have something else I have to do in the afternoon. You know, so
you got other stuff.
I've got other stuff.
Other stuff going on. What do you do in the business?
I work in the back office, the bookkeeping. Try to do the owner duties, making sure everything's rolling smooth,
It's nice to have the wife in the back office, right?
Yes.
There's a trust issue you don't have to worry about.
That's right.
Oh, my God.
She keeps everything. She keeps us out of trouble.
Yeah, that's great. A couple of great things that Jeanie has done recently that you said, oh, my God, thank God you were there.
Oh, we opened a second shop. She was instrumental in that. I mean, she took care of all of the paperwork, the stuff we had, lawyer, bank, all that kind of stuff. She took care of that.
I don't think you're built to do that, are you?
No, not me. No.
Perfect. You're not working in the Bay still, are you, Dave?
I am right now just because of a technician shortage. The area we live in is really hard to find technicians, but we can't even bring them in out of the area because there's no housing for them. But we have a guy moving today, actually, that's supposed to start Monday. And he's going to take a lot of load off of me, hopefully.
There's no housing. How far away do you have to move in order to work at your place?
Not affordable housing.
Oh, not affordable.
Right. Yes.
That makes all kind of sense in the world. So what are those homes on that island? What are they? $500,000?
The average home price right now is, I think, $675,000.
Okay, that would be a challenge.
Yeah, for somebody starting out especially. Yeah.
So how far away do they have to move?
This is the second guy we've had move in, and he's living an hour and a half away. The other guy, he did the same thing. He lived in the same area. And after a year, then he found a house closer, and then he's only 30 minutes away now.
So the tech who's going to come to work for you is
Yes.
going to drive an hour and a half.
Yes.
I've heard this in other cases. Any incentive for him to have to
yes.
invest in that? Okay.
Oh, yes.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, very well incentivized.
Okay. Well incentivized. I mean, are you giving him gas money? You don't want to talk about it. Okay.
He's taken care of.
He's taken care of.
Yes.
I'm satisfied. Thank you. Good answer, Dave.
Yeah.
Carm, shut up. Stop
No,
digging.
no.
Very good. So what motivated you guys to do a store too? I mean, was it an opportunity you just couldn't pass up?
Exactly.
Ah.
Yes. Yeah. It's only 2 miles from the shop we have right now. And the way the island is, it's a lot of historical stuff. So if this shop closed, another shop can never open back up. But at the same time, if somebody else opened this shop up, it would be direct competition for us. And we have plenty of car count. Thank goodness we're very blessed on that. So we just couldn't pass it up.
Even just 2 miles away, is it a different market?
Yes, it is.
Ah.
Yes.
Do they know you over there?
Yes.
And so it didn't take much to kick it up?
No, we haven't advertised any at all. And
You haven't.
we're already 2 weeks. Well,
You're backed up.
our original plan was to shuffle cars from our original shop to the new shop
Yeah.
for a few weeks, maybe a month, to get it going. Well, the second day Jeanie was running it, she's like, you got to come get these cars out of my way. We got our own work here.
We've talked
So-
to people that have done that close by. They call them satellites,
Yeah.
but it's really on its own.
Yeah.
Are you still there, Jeanie?
I am not with 2 shops. As you can imagine, all the extra paperwork. I have somebody who helps me in the office 2 days a week.
Oh, that's nice.
It requires me to be in the back office
Sure.
doing, because I get behind and can't keep up. And
Hey, it's no secret. We're facing a technician shortage, and Napa Auto Care has a solution with the Napa Auto Care Apprentice Program. The program was pioneered by one of our own. Pete McNeil and Master Technician Jeg Sorensen from McNeil's Auto Care in Sandy, Utah, realized that the problem of not having technicians available for hire was not going to solve itself and decided to take action and look at a different audience of individuals available for hire. A focus was put on younger individuals with the right passion, desire, and attitude to work in the automotive repair industry. Jake and Pete sought after these individuals and developed a technician apprentice program to give them the training needed to become a successful technician in today's world. The Napa Auto Care Apprentice Program includes a comprehensive 9-stage curriculum that includes a variety of types of training, and they are classroom training videos exclusive to the apprentice program. Now, these videos provide in-depth training from a successful master technician. Also, Autotech classes with instructor-led courses offered through Napa Autotech and Autotech e-learning. This web-based e-learning is designed to target specific training topics. And finally, hands-on learning. The apprentice will apply the skills gained from the classroom training videos, Autotech instructor-led training, and Autotech e-learnings in the shop with the guidance of a mentor. The apprentice program curriculum is competency-based, meaning an apprentice can move through each stage at a pace that best suits them. Most apprentices complete the program within 2 years. Upon completion, apprentices will have earned ASE G1, A4, A5, and AC certifications, adding industry validation to the skills an apprentice acquires. Look, having an apprentice in your shop will ultimately benefit your bottom line as they advance through the program. And in most cases, as the apprentice develops their skill set producing billable hours, you'll begin to see a growth in your gross profit by stage 5. One of the largest barriers to entry for individuals looking to enter the automotive repair industry is the cost of tools. Now, keep your apprentice motivated with an apprentice toolkit. Now, Napa Auto Care has worked with our supplying partners to offer an exclusive comprehensive tool set, including a 4-drawer tool cart for all registered apprentices. Hey, to learn more, members can visit member.napaautocare.com. Guys, what kind of staff did you acquire? Was it a decent staff to start out?
None.
None.
No,
Oh,
no.
So was it closed?
yes,
It had closed for 2 months.
It closed for 2 months.
Yeah.
But it was closed, and they still grandfathered you in to allow you to keep the shop going.
Yes, thank goodness.
And did you buy the property, buy the business? What did you
Yes.
do?
We bought the property. It was no real business to buy.
So it was, okay. And the person who sold you the property owned the business?
Yes.
Okay. And what's so interesting is there are so many deals like that out there that sooner or later, could the business owner have sold 2 years earlier if he accepted a decent deal? Because a lot of people hold out for big money and then they're out.
Yeah. He could have got a lot more money for it if he had sold it.
Previously and kept it going
Mhm.
and then really paid attention to making money.
Oh, yeah. No doubt.
What are the greatest challenges you have today to make money?
Well, I know everybody says this, but technician shortage is a huge part. But also now finding parts is a huge thing also. We counted the other day, we have 8 cars in the parking lot waiting on parts that we have no idea when the parts will be there.
Are they common parts? Are they common parts or dealer parts?
No, they're very common parts. I
Like
mean,
like what's missing? Give me an example.
we need an ABS module for a 2010 Explorer.
Wow.
No idea when it's going to be there. We need a transmission module, control module for a 2008 Silverado with an Allison transmission. Nobody has one. So it's just finding them. So
Customers, how are they taking this?
the customers, a few of them have said, well, I can find the part. And I was like, go ahead, we'd be glad to put it on if you can find the part. And they come back a few days later and it's like, yeah, I see your problem. So they're very understanding after they do that.
Give me a back burner project you guys are working on or want to do.
Wow. You have any? I have so many, I don't know which one to go on. Go ahead. You mean one we're waiting on parts for? Is that what you're saying?
No, just a project for the business, something you want to do.
Oh, that we want to do in the business.
Yeah. You have a to-do list? I wish if I had the
Yes.
time I would do this.
That's a long list.
It is a long
especially with
list.
the new shop.
Well, give me one of them. Just one of them.
We'd like to redo the parking lot.
Okay.
So the parking lot's not in the best of condition. That's one we really would like to take care of. That, and we're Napa Gold, so we've done the Pro Image thing out front. And the only thing we're missing out front is our awning. And that's one thing we're really excited to get.
The income level, I'm assuming, is pretty heavy out there. So are you're not a Euro shop or specialty shop, are you?
Well, we do a lot of Euro stuff.
You do it.
And I do it personally. So this new guy that's coming in, that's what he specializes in. So that's why I'm really excited about him coming, because he's going to take a lot of load off of me.
Jeanie, are you encouraging him to work less?
Yes. Yes.
And so this hire was all about that.
Yes.
Got it. Now, once you can relieve yourself of some of those duties, Dave, what are you going to do?
I really start marketing, because right now we just don't have time.
Well, wait a minute. You can hire people to do that.
Well, yes, but I need to research that to find out who to contact.
Okay. Well, there's a whole bunch of them in the
I
hallway
know.
out here. Okay. Please spend some time with them. They're all good people.
Oh, yeah.
So you aren't marketing, and yet you're all get out busy.
Mm-hmm.
Is the concentration of the market that tight? Will you market and grow and say, we still can't handle what we have?
Yes, we would like to be more selective on what we take.
Aha.
So,
Smart.
yes.
How long you been in business?
30,
Probably about 30 years.
Yeah,
29,
30 years.
There's no way you look like you've been in business 30 years.
Oh, yes.
Really? Did you
Yeah.
start it from scratch?
Yes, we did. We started with a Quonset hut beside our house.
Ah.
So,
It was just me and him. I was in the office handwriting tickets, and he was out there turning wrenches. And
Love it.
over
Those
the
are-
years, it's just slowly grown.
Those are just great stories.
We were a mom and pop.
Any family working in the business?
nope,
Okay.
no. We have a son in the industry, but he don't work with us.
Got it. So what's your opinion on the whole consolidation thing? I mean, you're a consolidator. You really didn't buy a business, but you bought a shop. You took one out, put it under your umbrella. Is this going to continue pretty big? I know we're talking about it here at the summit.
I think it will. I think the multi-shop owner thing is a growing, it's the new wave. 'Cause,
Is there any other place in the Outer Banks that would interest you to continue to grow?
I would like to move over to the beach, on the beach itself.
On the beach.
Yeah. So that'd be a nice market to approach.
And right now you're not on the beach.
No, now we're on the island in between the outer barrier island and the mainland.
Got it.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
Awesome news. Give me some awesome news about you guys.
Oh, I was excited. I got fired from the North Shop last week. They told me they didn't need me anymore. That was pretty exciting.
What'd you have to do with it, Jeanie?
I didn't have anything. I was glad that he took the initiative and they told him.
Yeah.
Why do people want to come and work for you guys?
I want to say it's our team atmosphere. And we try to be really strong leaders and just give our employees, really take care of them. I want all my employees to succeed. Not if it's not with me, it's not a problem. I mean, we had several employees move on, and I still help them any way I can, because I want to see everybody succeed, not just my employees.
Did you do you guys do any kind of food or Friday lunch for your team?
Yep. We have a meeting once a month, a full staff meeting. We furnish them lunch. We have another technician who's an excellent cook. He likes to barbecue and grill. We supply him with the food and he cooks it, and it's delicious.
You know why I asked that? Because of our seminar this morning. I was thinking, Chip said all about the wrong foods that we're eating.
Oh, yes.
And I think about all the shop owners that I know in the entire country that sometimes provide lunch every day. And sometimes it's like you say, there's a certain Friday thing going on. And I wonder how many that were sitting in that room where the keynote was given are thinking, may rethink the whole food thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have your monthly meeting. Are you going to start that monthly meeting with yes?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, isn't that cool? Wasn't that cool?
That was awesome.
It was really great. We did a video with Chip on that. That was really good. Think back to your grammar school days, Jeanie. The big learning curve that happened then. It's something you take away and says, I'll never forget that. That was a big monumental change or pivot in your life as a young person.
It was probably more middle school, but I don't want to get too sappy here, but I had my brother passed away when I was 13. He was 10 years old. I think that just had a big impact on losing a sibling at that age and just realizing the value of family and,
Wow.
everything.
Still deep in your heart right now.
It is.
Yeah.
It's been quite a few years ago.
Wow. How about you, Dave?
Well, that was a long time ago for me, Carm.
Stop
I don't know if I
it.
can go that far.
Stop it. I can remember fifth grade.
I remember one science teacher who had a big impact on my life. And he helped me out with some different projects that we were going through in science class and all. And just his personal touch on that, that made a big impact on me.
I have a memory, and I didn't ask you that question, but it just flushed through me. And there's like 10 monumental things in my high school early that I'll never forget. And one of them was when my best friend and mentor, the person I looked up to the most, my granddad passed. And I was a senior in high school. We're from an Italian family. So what do you think Grandma Rose wanted to do? Lay him out at the house. And in many cases, that was traditional.
Yes.
Well, it happened. We went to the church, and then the funeral people completely reset the home as it looked before. They took all the furniture out, put it all back in while we were at church and went to the funeral home. And when we came back, I went bananas. I went nuts. I went crazy. Because I kept saying, why is everybody here drinking and eating food? Grandpa just died.
Yeah.
Yep.
I didn't know and understand.
Yeah.
Really interesting. So a big pivot in your business, guys, that really allowed you to flourish and be where you are today.
Oh, it was ROO, which is the Institute now.
Yeah.
And that's Jeannie's. That's her.
That was my doing because it was 2017 and we were at the Napa conference they had in Williamsburg, Virginia at the time.
Sure.
And we met Dan Gilly and Victor Asic and started talking to them and had lunch with them and just talking. And they were pulling out, well, what do you think? We're like, I know there's so many things we're not doing right. We could be doing better. And we talked and we come home and a few days later, I think Vic called us back and me and David were talking. And I said, David, we were like, the cost to join. He was like, but it's so expensive. I said, but if we just double our investment, we will have gained some knowledge. We will have done something. It would be a good investment, even just to double. And so we joined the Guerrilla Shop Management. I kind of did it. I was like, yep, we're doing it. So he was.
And you said, yes, ma'am.
No, she said no. She'd already done it.
Oh, wow. See, you knew that you had to not even tell them. Huh?
Yeah. And so we did it and went through Guerrilla Shop Management. And the year we joined, our sales were around the $550,000.
Mm-hmm.
The next year, 2018, we changed locations, bought the first shop we're at now, and almost doubled our sales. It was about $9 $35,950.
No doubt you could have afforded it.
Yes.
So many people come on the show and they talk about the tweak that made the difference. And a lot of them come up with a tweak to afford the coaching, be it X amount of dollars on the labor rate or a half a point here or there on margin over the size of the business. And look at, if everything continues the same, there's the money. Don't spend it. Don't do anything. But there's the money for coaching. And you'll be surprised that so many coaches come on the show, because I love coaches, and they say usually in the first year people they can find $300 thousand of gross margin that they can add into the business, which is phenomenal to think about it. And so I'm an advocate of coaching, and thank you for saying what you did. I want more and more people in our country, in North America, that are struggling to stop saying no, stop saying I can't, stop saying I won't, and listen to Dave and Jeanie here about the pivot that they made in their business. And no regrets. I mean, you're still coming to conferences. You're still involved in coaching.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
John Waffler, he was, when we finished Gorilla Shop Management, John Waffler became our coach.
Oh, wow.
And I mean, just the little things, the things, I thought I knew. I didn't know. It really turned everything around for us.
What I thought I knew. I mean, God, that's just such a big statement.
Yes.
You can't, I'd say you can't afford not to have a coach, because this year we did 1.6 in 3 bays. So anyway, there's no way we would there's no way we could even be close to that without a coach.
1.6, 3 bays plus the new shop.
Yes. Yeah, the new shop's on its own.
And how long have you had it?
Since August of,
Okay.
we opened August of 22.
Of 22.
Of
So
22.
6,
The
7
new
months old.
Yes.
6, 7 months old. It's a baby.
The new
Yeah.
shop, yes.
Yeah, it's a baby.
Yeah.
What do you got projected this year? How much you're going to do?
We hope to hit 1.6 again in the original shop, the 3
Okay.
bay. And the new shop we own 1.2, 1.4 maybe.
Wow, you're on fire.
Yeah, we're very blessed.
Good for you. Are you going to stop at 3, 4, 5?
Oh, no, we're not AJ.
Oh, very good. As a reference to AJ Neely. I see. Okay. Is AJ in your group?
Yes.
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 See, someone to not necessarily want to emulate, but somebody to look up to.
Oh,
Right?
AJ is phenomenal.
Yeah.
He's got it going on.
Any new piece of equipment you guys have bought recently?
We just bought a alignment machine
Okay.
Yeah.
What brand?
at Hoffman.
Okay.
Yeah, the 770. Very impressed with it.
Cool.
Very happy.
Good. You sell a lot of tires then?
We sell a fair amount. Yeah,
Yeah.
we do.
Did you replace your old alignment machine, or is this new?
Well, our old shop, we didn't have room for alignment machine, and we were farming it out to another shop, and
Okay.
we worked really well together. But the new shop had one, but it was older, so we upgraded it. Yeah, we're excited to be able to do it in-house now.
Excellent. Any new benefits for your peoples you've added recently? Are you gonna?
As we've grown and we've added in the last year or so, 2 years, health insurance. We've added the retirement where we match up to 3%.
You can't hire people without programs like that.
Yeah.
No.
So the technician shortage, you mentioned it, 10, 15 minutes ago. Everything I know about the industry is you got to make your technicians.
Right, you're right.
You got to make them, right?
Yeah.
And apprentice programs, working with high school, working with college, internships, all of that. If we continue to ignore it, it's going to be like coaching, shoulda, woulda, did it. You got to do all that stuff. The retention piece, which is the reason that I ask if you've added any new benefits, is all about really knowing that competitively you can pay the rate so that you can keep your people. Any apprenticing going on? Have you ever brought any interns in?
We have not, because in our area, the schools don't have any classes, automotive classes, nothing like that.
what a
And there's no
crime.
colleges close by, nothing like
What
that.
a crime. I bet you went to it when you were young.
Oh, I did.
See?
Yeah. And I've spoke with a local college, but nothing yet.
The skilled trades is really becoming front and center in our industry. I think we're going to see a completely renewed push into our education for, even if they're not going to invest in putting those kinds of skilled trades back into the high school, they're going to build a facility that many, many high schools can participate in.
Hopefully.
They're kind of a cooperative where I remember talking to a fella down in, I think it was Illinois. There's 21 schools that go to this automotive center. They get bussed into it every single day. And I think they're so excited about what they're teaching and how they're going out and getting internships. Why? Because the industry is paying attention like never before. They don't have to beg to place people.
Oh, yeah.
They don't. And then it's your responsibility to take them to the next level. So training. I don't want to ask you what your budget of training is. You have a certain number of hours that you're requiring your people to have. Are you doing webinars? Are you sending them to leader-led classes? Tell me about your commitment to training.
We're doing webinars, and
Okay.
we do have a 40-hour minimum.
Okay,
And at the end of the year, we pay them for training.
perfect.
But at the end of the year, if they've completed the 40 hours of training, then they get another bonus per se on
Nice.
top of that.
Nice.
Yeah.
So it's part of your culture.
Yes.
When you started, let me assume that you joined the RLO group because you weren't happy with your profit.
Well, as he always says, we looked at our bank account. We thought we were doing good, you know,
Okay.
but that's not a measure of.
Did you ever struggle with when you saw the financial statement from the accountant and he says, hey, you made $32,000 this year. And then you say, well, where's the money?
You know, that was,
I know, because it's somewhere else. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
The exciting part, I think, when I've interviewed shop owners is that, wow, when we started to make money, there was kind of almost unbelievable sigh of relief, but more confidence that all the things that we're going to do are going to really make a difference because we are making money and building wealth to not only hire great people, but for your future.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we could share the wealth with our technicians. You know, we could pay them better.
Well, what kind of tips would you give to a young person? I'm a tech, I'm watching my boss, he's making a lot of money, I'm going off on my own. And we know the rest of the story.
Yeah.
Don't know a whole lot about business, and there's a struggle that happens. What kind of tips would you give to a young person?
If they wanted to open their own shop,
Yeah.
I would say get a coach. I mean, I know it sounds like a simple answer, but it is just, I kick myself every day for not having a coach earlier. I just think, where would I be if I got a coach 10, 15 years earlier?
You know, Trace, it's amazing. Every time I ask that question, that's the answer I get. Every single time.
It's the truth.
Wow.
and it's not only the coaching, it's, to me, it's the friendship, the camaraderie you build in the groups, and you have an issue. Oh, let me pick up the phone and call. You have a network of people that you can call and bounce ideas off on, and they go, oh yeah, I did that. It didn't work, or oh, that was a great idea. You just build this camaraderie and friendship with people in the industry that.
You're so right about networking. Hey, listen, I got an idea. Got a minute?
Mm-hmm.
And it's either a good or bad idea, or you decide you have to go back and keep fermenting the idea because someone said to you a different angle that you never thought of.
Exactly.
And you're not quite ready. Every market's different. You're different as the person you talk to or called. But that whole phone a friend idea works so powerfully in groups and in networks.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dave, do you have a superpower?
My technicians tell me I have a superpower of being level.
Level?
Yes. I don't see it all the time, but I'm just,
Steady as he goes?
yes.
So you don't get flustered at one end and depressed at the other?
I had a guy one time tell me his boss went off on him, and he was in the Navy. He's like, look, the captain of the ship never gets upset. He never shows panic. He said, because if you do, the whole ship's going to panic. So I've thought about that numerous times, and I try not to panic.
I think it's a great superpower.
Oh.
It's really good. Yeah, because they're gonna look at you as the leader. Jeanie, a superpower?
Do I have a superpower?
Oh, yes, you have numbers.
Okay, if you don't know, you can tell us. What's one of her superpowers?
Go
I
ahead.
guess honestly, I guess I just don't look at myself that way as
But
having-
something you do really well,
But-
really good.
What was it? We were talking with Juliana the other day, and somebody said something about, I said, being a female in a man's world. You know, you feel like you have to work extra hard. And I felt like I said, I don't feel like I've made an impact. And he told me, he said, you have. He said, look at all the people that we've met and just ask your advice now. So I don't know if that's really a superpower, but that's kind of, I probably went a little different direction
No,
there. But
no, I absolutely love it. I mean, you would have never thought years ago that you'd be getting phone calls from people asking for your advice on a business move.
right.
Never, ever
Yes.
thought of it.
Yes.
But your superpower is that as you were in the network, I'm going to paraphrase this.
Yes.
Here's what I'm learning from you. As you've been in the network, as you've been on these calls, as you paid attention, did what you thought was the right next move because of the accountability issue with your coach, you're now most incredibly respected among your peers.
Yes.
And your superpower was you were a doer.
Yeah.
You were a doer and you did.
Yes.
Wow, cool is that? So what do you look forward to? What you're here at the conference for all kinds of good reasons. Give me one of them.
It's a recharge for me.
Ah,
It's a recharge. You get in your day-to-day business and you think, man, just had a bad day. Nothing went right this day, but every 3 months I get with my group and it's just a recharge to, everybody else has the same problems we do. Even we think our problems are specific to us and they're not. You just get to talk and recharge your batteries and ready to tackle the next project.
so well said. Wow. We are the Institute.com is the Institute Summit. We're here in St. Petersburg. So honored to have this really nice, cool studio and doing a lot of great interviews, including Jeanie and David Light from Lighthouse Auto Repair. Let me see if I can say that right. Manteo?
You got it.
Manteo, North Carolina in the Outer Banks. Thank you so much for the interview. Appreciate it.
Thank you for having
Thank
us.
you. Enjoyed it.